This is Magic More, the party spark of the J team. A-Town extraordinaire, Decatur Raider.
This is your boy Chuck C from them throwback boys. Stacks on deck. Zone 3 representative.
And
And
this
this
is
is
True Talent Thursday.
Yo, what's up? We back again with another episode of Atlanta Rap History. It's your boy Chuck C, Zone 3 representative, throwback boys, stacks on deck like bam.
What it do, what it do. And y'all already know who it is and what it is, man. It's your boy Magic Moore, the party sport, man, of the J team. I'm talking about that from the west side all the way to the east side, man, where I reside, man. So, we in this thing, man, like one time for your mind. So let's get it, man. Tell me something good, Chuck C.
Man, you know
Tell
how we
me
do it,
something slip I can slide on it, man. What good? What we got going on tonight, bro?
man. Slip and slide on this right here, man. We got a multi-talented man, uh, businessman, entrepreneur, uh, man, got a magazine, videographer, man, do promotions. I'm talking about all around entrepreneur, straight from doing this thing from the ground up, from the A. When we talking about grinding, right? When you out there grinding, right, you got to have your media with you. You see what I'm saying? So of
That's
course
right.
we had to go
That's
out
right.
there and get that boy Grind Media, man. Welcome to the show, man. Grind Media.
Media in the building. Hey man, it's a blessing to be on the show, y'all. I appreciate the love. Atlanta
Man, we
right here.
glad to have you, bro. Glad to have you, man.
Hey
Yes,
man.
sir, man. You've been doing your thing for a long time, man. I know that you actually started doing music and then ventured behind the camera. But let's take it back to when you was trying to mess with them beats.
Uh yeah, just kicking it with my dog Parkway Mark, man, over up out of the fourth ward, sitting down on Fruit Loop making beats. And one thing about it, I could never finish. I could make a fine little melody, but I could never finish it off. So I left it alone. I said, man, I'm gonna leave that for somebody else who can make them quicker. I just focus on the business side of it, make it make sense on the back end and stuff. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something we always talk about on this show is the business. You see what I'm saying? You can get in the music business, but we always be talking about the business of music, right? You can be in the business of music and don't play no instruments, don't work on Fruity Loops, don't rap or nothing, but still be in the business of it. So why was that important that you wanted to lean to the business side versus leaning to the other side making beats?
Because it's still a business at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I around that time I had just finished college up or finished graduating from up there at Clark Atlanta, and I had that little information in my head about business. The degree was business administration, concentration management. So I had all that little information in my head, and here you is running around in the I don't want to say the slums of Atlanta, but the different projects. Because around that time, I was staying in Greater Homes, and I left from there and ended up going through Martin Luther King Village, behind where the cat was at. Then I left there and went over there to Boulder Crest. So it was like you got all this information, and you run it through this community where you see the talent, but they just don't understand business. So why don't you just try to help them out and share the information? I always shared the information. I just didn't know how to help them until I picked up that camera. Once I picked up that camera, I was able to help them. But outside of that, you just had to be around me, and I just shared information and stuff. But that was a big part of the business. Why are you doing it? You got to understand it's a service, or you selling a product. Once you start to understand that, then you can understand how to how the consumer think and how to approach the consumers, which makes it a whole lot easier.
That's right.
Yeah, it makes it a whole lot easier when you know how to approach them guys with customer service, and you got your product in your hand and you look presentable, and you got some good manners. People give you them little $10, them $20. If you be nice enough, they give you them $20. And stuff. And that was just some of the stuff I wanted to share with the people, man. And you know, I can say that camera allowed me to do it. As far as showing that personality, because a lot of people couldn't go to certain communities and stuff, so they didn't want to move around. That one thing I seen about a lot of artists, man. They sort of get comfortable with being in one location to the point to where they till they get comfortable to the point to where they how can I say it? Like they just don't want to move around and they don't want to do stuff in their life to be able to make it to where they can move around. And I'm saying it like that because if you're creating issues in your life to where you got beef on one side of town and stuff, that's gonna make it hard for you to go to the event. So you're gonna be tapping out. And I was running into a lot of artists like that. That's one thing about being able to go into different communities in Atlanta. You might meet some people that's very talented, but they don't want to come outside their community for whatever reason and everything. And by them not wanting to be able to come outside their community for whatever reason, it left the task of me being able to say, okay, you're a cool guy, I like you and everything. Let me catch your personality on this camera and then put you on one of these DVDs and show the people that you got some talent. Because obviously they ain't finna come to this club that's going on. They ain't finna, they ain't finna come to Moreland on none of them situations to go see what's going on up inside there. So I helped out
Well,
in
that's a
that aspect.
smart move, man. That's a smart move. That's right, smart move. But yeah, like you say, you most definitely providing a service, man, and being that like you say, artists don't really like to move around because they got different things going, so that allows you to bring them outside of their neighborhoods and to the world where they get more exposure. So that's a whole different lane, man, and just the amount of time you've been doing it, man, is something. It's something too. Almost like grassroots, man, starting out because you got a lot of people now that's just now trying to tap into doing that, man. I've been checking out some commentary on, Nico Worldwide, kind of going all around Atlanta doing stuff, man. But you've been doing this, man, because I know that you said DVDs.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All independently too, and I was trying to teach people a lesson too, man, that we could package up our own product, we could create our own artwork, we can do everything that's needed in that process to be able to have a successful business. That even as far as the distribution of packaging them up and just putting them in stores to wherever your money allowed you to be able to take them to. I'm speaking like that because different people got different budget money. If you got a big enough budget money where you can press up a 50,000 DVDs and ship them across country, you was doing that. No different than what Drum and them were doing. Remember Drum and them were doing that with them CDs? They were pressing up their own little stuff and
Oh yeah,
just shipping them out and everything. You know,
oh yeah.
I understood that process. Yeah, I understood that process, but I couldn't get the client and I couldn't get the artist to invest that money into wanting to do it. So it was kind of like I can't do it by myself because it's too much hard work. I got to build a relationship. I got to find the people who stores I got to take it to, and on top of that, I got to film you and I got to edit you, and then on the back end, I was only probably gonna make a little bit of money, compared to me making some fat money, hustling and going through whatever money making situation was going on at that time, compared to slowing down to make that slow money. It was like having one foot in and one foot out because I did it, but it wasn't lucrative. Let me say it like that and stuff. But it needed to be done. You need to be able to ship your merchandise across countries and places that you want to brand yourself to, places where you want to go eventually go do a show at. Let me say it like that. Drop the little merchandises
Right.
over there and stuff. But I didn't get too thrown out, man. But it's all business, like I said. I was showing people that back then when I was pressing up my CDs and DVDs and yeah. I don't know, man. I'm kind of getting lost for a word, but yeah, man. I was trying to show them that we can do it independently, man. And you had to sell out, and it's not gonna look pretty. You see me in the club, and you see me selling 5 to 6 DVDs. It wasn't pretty, but that money added up, and that was money that I could use to reinvest in my company to keep me in the game. That's the key. Take your
Right.
money, flipping it
Right.
back into your business so you can stay in the game
Yeah, and
and
like
stuff.
you said, back then it was a
That's
big
right. That's right.
DVD movement. It kind of started up in New York, and it kind of filtered down. The New York guys was coming down to Atlanta, filming Atlanta guys, getting all the content and taking it back up there to New York, and So you was coming out saying, hey, we could do this in Atlanta ourselves. We don't need, them to come down from New York to film us. And
Yeah,
and
yeah,
if you remember back in the days, it was a lot of DVDs that used to be floating around for sale and stuff, mostly on the bootleg market, but a lot of DVDs used to be out there for sale.
yeah, and that's what people that's what the consumers kept telling me, man. Like I said, it's hard for me to speak on that without speaking up on the bootlegging situation. And by me doing the bootlegging, I was able to understand what the consumers want, like what the customers want. They come to me and they tell me, "Hey, man, such you sold me. I ain't like that." They come and express their opinion on every last album, from the Jeezys, from the Tyler Perry. They give me their opinion on how they felt and why such doing it. Why? So if you sell it to a lot of people, you getting a lot of firsthand information on what the consumer think. So it was just a matter of taking
Right.
information that I was hearing every day when people come give me feedback on albums and stuff, and just sharing it with certain people. But you can't be around everybody all the time. Social media wasn't around. You wasn't able to kind of catch and share your information with everybody. So whoever was the blessed one that was around you, you was able to get them that information. But you still can't take them with you. You can look at them and be like, man, you're cool. I like you. You're a cool cat. You sat down and listened to what I had to say. You got talented music. I like your CD, but I don't know how to get your CD into their hand without you spending enough money to have faith in yourself to take your product and distribute them over here and put them in this market and put them in that market. I can't help you in that aspect. But what I can do is turn this camera on and let you say a few words. And you, you know, at first I trusted them to kind of say what they want to say, but as time went on, I sort of started like persuading them and leaning them to kind of say certain stuff to get them to understand, hey, it's a business now. You gotta take that camera serious. You can't say the wrong stuff. We got hey, let's stay focused on music
That's
now.
right. Yeah, I was gonna say. No, I was just gonna ask him, man, through his whole journey, man, because like you say, I see you saying like 10 year plus in doing it, man. But how important is your branding, man? Because I've been seeing that grind media for a long time, and with the red and your love. So kind of let people know, how big it is when it comes to branding, man.
Uh, it's very important because your brand will take people to places that they might not want to go. And I'm saying it like that. Like, if you got a strong enough brand and you mess around and say, hey, I'm gonna go shoot me some basketball one day, they're gonna want to go shoot some basketball. They might not like basketball, but they're gonna show up.
Hmm.
If your brand's strong enough, you can mess around and say, hey, I'm going to a pool party. I know cats who don't even know how to swim, but they see you going to a pool party, you're gonna bring whatever you're gonna bring, so they're gonna go there. So I guess it's very important once you understand that aspect of everything and stuff. It just it kind of hard though, because sometimes we see big brands and we want to imitate the big brands and not understanding that the big brands are ran like a corporation, like a business. They got different people to handle different stuff, and unfortunately, we ain't
Right.
skilled in everything. Like you might be a fire rapper or a fire manager, but you might have a problem with holding your tongue, or you
Hmm.
might be you might just be a good salesperson, but have horrible product skills. So as a
Right.
company, they would hire different people to kind of fix them problems. So we as an independent company or business, we got to understand that you, you know we got limits to what we can do. So it's best to try to link with some people and pray to God that you can meet the right people that can help you fix them stuff that you got limit. But first you got to recognize there's a limit, and that's the hardest thing I see with a lot of artists. They be like, I can do everything. I'm trying to, and I understand that concept of what they're saying, but it's a matter of time. If you're trying to be an artist, you can't be making beats at the time.
Right.
If you're in the studio making a song, you can't be performing right now. So it's you need a team. You need somebody to be able to sit here and say, okay, these are the pieces you need. Let's operate that in a timely manner, so that once you get done with this, somebody else already has set up the sales for you to be able to go. Somebody else and already set up the tours for you to go around. Somebody else and already made sure that when you go on them tours, everything gonna run smoothly and you ain't got no hiccups to the minimum. Keep it to a minimum. You're gonna have some, but you ain't, you want to keep it to the minimum and stuff. I don't
Right.
know one. I don't know not one person that can handle all of that. I don't know two or three people that can handle all of that. Especially when you start dealing with relationships and personalities and stuff, and people feeling
Right.
you know like they're in their feelings with you about something that you could never predict it. So you know
Right.
yeah, I get that why I get that why they had a PR company. Yeah,
Right.
you gotta
Right.
go ahead.
Right. Right. That's for sure.
And you came a long
That's
way
for sure.
from just doing interviews and just having somebody standing in front of the camera while you talk to them to doing some real good handiwork with the camera, doing films and episodes and things of that nature. Man, let's check out an episode what you got going on, man.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I got that boy. I think I might have you, boy. You say you want that scat pack motherfucker, though. Yeah, they look like it, too. Yeah. They got tag on it. Hey, I'm gonna hit you right back, my boy. Let me see what's going on.
Man, I'm gonna get you that look money, man. I got an artist, bro. I've been working on it. I'm telling you, the nigga hard, man. Yeah. Man, you been knowing I got this shit, man. Been breaking artists, man. Gonna make it happen, bro. For real. Hey, let me call you back, man.
They got some money in this bitch.
Hey, fuck you doing in my motherfucking car?
Shit. Man, what I'm finna tell the nigga? Oh, what's going on, baby? Hey, if I needed you to goddamn shoot me up to the store right fast, man, for my grandma get some blunt, get some tater chill, get some goddamn chocolate. She need all that right now. She a diabetic.
Fuck you doing in my car, though?
I'm just saying, this what kind of car this is? This motherfucker bad, bro. What kind of motor this is in him? This is 392, ain't it?
Fuck all that, bro. I don't do no motherfucking drive. That ain't no Uber.
God damn, bro. Like that, my nigga?
Nigga, what you is, a producer, a rapper or something, nigga?
Well, you know I'm a rapper, boy. You don't know nothing about me, boy. I'm a trader wizard to work with before.
Nigga, let me see what you got, nigga, cause you lying to me, nigga. I'ma bust your ass. Come on.
God damn, bro. This is a studio?
It's a studio.
Oh, for real? Let go there. You sure this ain't no torture chamber, bro?
No, nigga, it's a studio. All that ice I got on, you talking about torture chamber?
Well, you ain't iced up, though, my nigga. You iced up about like me, my nigga. What the AYS stand for?
Like you signed your fucking self.
Okay. Goddamn shit. I'm finna sign my motherfucking self, nigga. Fuck you, tell me.
Man, you pretty handy with that camera work, man. Just for going, like I say, from doing interviews to actually cutting up movies, man. Tell me about the progression that went along with the camera work.
Uh, I watched a lot of movies. I watched a lot of movies, man. And watching a lot of movies, you know, you sort of understand what looks good and what don't look good and stuff. It's just a matter of knowing how to work that equipment and make it. Once I learned how to work that equipment, that software, and that editing and everything, and it became easy. You know, understood how to film and the angles and stuff, and I can fix problems. You know, I'm saying it like that because a lot of that stuff be unscripted. You know, we just off the top of our head, and when you ask somebody to repeat something twice, the chance of them repeating it exactly the same is slim to none. So it's like with the filming and the editing that I know, I already know what I'm gonna do to fix it. It just got to get somewhere close. I just got to and stuff. But I've been wanting people to do that though. It just people are only wanting to pay for stuff like just going to the club and performing. That's all they want to do. And I was like, man, we can shoot web series, we can shoot a movie, you know, these little 1 minute skits that y'all got at the beginning of y'all music video. All we gotta do is just multiply that by 60 times, and we got a whole movie that's very entertaining, you know. I love Master P about it. And it wasn't shot, it wasn't shot the best of the best, but I love that type of movie and stuff.
Right.
And like from selling in the streets, I already knew what the consumers wanted. It's a lot of people that want them underground type movies like that to watch. For some strange
Right.
reason.
And I noticed, I noticed too, man. I noticed too in that script right there, you had Mojo, man. That boy Fo Trey, man, out there 6, man, on that thing, man. So let me
Yeah,
ask you this, man. What's some of your most memorable footage, man? Of all, whether it's interviews, movies, like who are some of the other people that you did some footage on, interviews with?
of course the Gucci's, the Futures when they were just now starting out, the Thugs when they were just now starting out. You know, I'm trying to remember the Little Donalds, the
Lil Donna.
um who else would just and I know I'm leaving out some people because I was showing love to everybody, man. If you was at an event, it was like, okay, I'm finna make you a star. Just I'm finna turn the lights on you. I'm finna film you. Ask you some questions. I want to try to help you. You know. So it was a lot. Like Young Jock when he was performing at the at Kenny's show on Auburn Avenue, the Peacock back in the days, Kenny the Mac them.
Okay.
Who else? I mean, I got a lot of it, man. I got a lot of unreleased footage that I ain't never put out. Like a lot of that stuff with the Gucci's and stuff. Cause in my mind, I always felt like I could put it on a bigger and better platform than what I could put it out. So it was like, why
Okay.
would you put this exclusive stuff out and you're not really reaping no money off of it? And YouTube around that time, YouTube wasn't really paying like it's paying now
Right.
and stuff. It
That
didn't
makes
really.
sense.
What?
So, how about have you being a cameraman ever put you in a situation, being between, situation between artists or anything like that? You ever had any of that experiences with that?
Yeah, yeah. Um, my spirit kill it quick because they're dealing with they're dealing with an anointed guy, so he's gonna kill those situations. But that doesn't stop them from happening. Yeah, you most definitely got to be careful. Cause I remember one time I was shooting a video for the little rap group, man, and I ain't never really listened to the lyrics and everything. So and I gave them free control over what we're gonna shoot. Like I said, I'm charging them little nothing at the time. So I'm like, I just know how to finish the product, which is a final video. I know how to give you that part. Now, if you want to come up with
Right.
creative ideas and all of that, then it's on you. So I ain't really listened to the song that they had going on out. So, um, and one of the song they were dissing somebody that they had passed. So they, and seeing they want to go to the cemetery and shoot the scene and shoot, find somebody with that name and shoot
Wow.
over the thing. So, I ain't really, I know it's kind of wrong because I still got, I got God in me and everything. But at the same time, you got to look at it like, okay, it's a job. You're going to knock it on out. There ain't no real hard feelings up in it and everything. So, but I ended up shooting that video and the video went viral. This is back when YouTube wasn't even really fully relevant. I'm talking. I woke up the next morning, man. The video had already did like 27,000 and stuff, and I'm like, man, what
Wow.
going on? Yeah. So they started telling me like these little two groups were beefing with each other and everything. And they
Mm.
high school, they high school kids too. They beefing over a name and everything and stuff. And it was crazy because I ended up having to shoot both videos. Let me say it like that. The people who they made the diss song about, they ended up getting me to shoot a video for them, and I ended up meeting some good solid group of young men. Both of them, both sides had some good solid young men and everything. It just they kind of was on a different mission and stuff, and they was kind of moving a little different amongst each other.
Right.
But for the most part, that was yeah, that was a little interesting situation because them little kids, they'll be over in the West End fighting against each other and everything when they see each other in the streets and stuff. And I, I don't know what else to
Maybe.
say, man. All I know is they respect me enough to where they weren't gonna ask me to choose sides and everything, and they respect me enough to hear me out because I told I would tell both sides, if anything, y'all need to be working together.
Right.
Here
Right.
here y'all is, y'all got the west side, and then here y'all is, y'all got the zone 3, but both y'all really cross over because y'all families in both sides of the community, so y'all really kind of crossing over, really slick pitting y'all family members in a tough situation because now they got to kind of choose sides with neighborhoods and everything, and so they respect me enough to at least listen out, and I can't understand then no death from my knowledge come from any of it. So I guess that's a good thing compared to now. They kill it now,
Right. Right.
and they should. Yeah,
Yes,
but
sir. Well, tell me a
So,
little
so,
bit about this
so
the web soul that you got going on.
two guys in the camera.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's gonna be the baby right there. I get a chance to kind of narrate a lot of the content that I kind of went through, and I just get to narrate the good footage. I'm gonna call it fake footage. So that's the main thing. Like, how can I say it? Like when you dropping them DVDs, you got a certain responsibility for what content you put out and
hmm
everything. And so if you put it out there like it's real, you probably gonna get a different response versus you putting out there like it's a TV show. If you putting it out there like it's a TV show and more of having them focus on that, I guess it lessen the thought pattern up inside some of these kids' head to the point where they don't feel like this is what's really going on. I mean, don't get me wrong, they watch these TV shows too and they see that violence too, they still think it's going on. But I'm assuming psychologically it has a little different effect when you think it's a movie versus a real, like I'm putting out there say, oh, this is what really happened.
Right.
That two guys in the camera is going to be able to allow me to kind of get that type of content out
Right.
without the brain processing it in the wrong way. Cause I got to be careful with them kids, man. Like you asked me
Yeah.
that question earlier. What is some of the things that went on too? It's other stuff too, man. All that gang stuff that was going on too. Trying to cross over to the rap music. Them guys
Right.
wasn't getting along. They weren't getting along with each other too. Summer Hill, Cleveland Avenue, they wasn't getting along and everything. And you know, of course, I had both the movement. I had the ABGs, and then I had the Block 125s and everything. And you know, so I'm trying
So
to figure
it is a
out.
little responsibility holding that camera. It's some responsibility behind it. In other words, like you say, just the lessons learned, or whatever that was taught, and just situation that you had, it kind of gave you some sense of responsibility that you had to have with that camera at the same time. So that make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Because you know, you grow to like people. If you spend time around people and you sitting there, y'all working together, you grow to like them as a person. And if you like somebody, you don't want to see them get tripped up and stuff. Especially with
Right.
my personality, that with the army, when we been in the army and all of that stuff, they kind of taught me that it's your responsibility to reach down and help pull people up. So with me always having that type of mentality, I always looked at people with a heart or wanting to help versus, looking at them like somebody I can get over so I can step on their back and get to the next level. I
That's
never
right.
approach people with that mindset and
Well, let
stuff.
the
But
people
Right.
know. Well, let the people know how they can get in touch with you. You know what I'm saying? If they trying to get some product push, some media training, let the people know how they can get in touch with Grind Media and what else you got going on upcoming.
They can call me. I'm old school. You know, I ain't afraid to put my number out there. 770-912-5791. Or they can just go to Grind Media, any one of them social sites. The main one is that Instagram and that Facebook. They leave a message on there. You know the way technology is now, man. You leave a message somewhere, somehow it's gonna cross and you know it'll reach somehow. I don't know how. I be getting confused with it sometimes and stuff. But like I know I seen a message, but I don't know what platform it came on. It popped up on my phone. I just don't and stuff. But Instagram, Grind Media, Facebook, Grind Media, yeah, one of them three. Most definitely that phone number
Okay.
and
All
everything.
right.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
tell the people, man, a little bit something about you, man. You know, where you from, man? What school you went to?
I'm originally from Columbus, Georgia. Ended up moving up here to
Okay.
Atlanta when I was yeah. Daddy was from Atlanta, then Mama from Columbus. He went down there and had us, and by the age of 8, he ended up bringing us back up here. Bro, bringing us to
Okay.
Atlanta. But he didn't take us to his side. He didn't take us over there to Kirkwood and all of that. He took us straight out to the Conyers. You know, we sort of was the one of the black people that sort of pioneered. Well, when I went out there, there wasn't too many black people. You know, it was very countrified, and it was to me. I say it would help me because it gave me a different perspective as far as Columbus and everything. Like I said, the part of Columbus I was from, Uptown Wilson, the projects, and we jumped around Wilson and Peabody projects and Warren Williams projects, and we kind of was growing up like that. So when the nigga moved to Conyers, it was kind of like a different lifestyle and everything, and it
Okay.
allowed me to be able to have one foot in and one foot out because every summer we go back down there, you see the fast stuff, but here it
Right.
is when it's school time, you back in this community and you able to slow down so that you can understand so that you can process some stuff. It
Okay.
takes being able to slow down and win and understand certain stuff and stuff.
Give you a
But
different perspective on things. Give you a whole different perspective on things, you know. So yeah,
yeah,
I understand that.
and that's enough to and that's enough to slow down so that you can see the full picture before you really kind of move and everything. And
Right.
and then I ended up leaving there, going off to college. I went to college up in Presbyterian College up in
Okay.
Clinton, South Carolina. And I learned some things up there, man. That's where I really learned a lot of that business stuff at. It was real, how can I say, real Illuminati like, real Masonic symbols, real a real private white institute, where I was able to kind of learn what some of the richest little kids in the country and stuff, and I was able to take that knowledge that I was learning from micro and macroeconomics and all of that, and like I say, it was a blessing because here it is, you got a little project boy, and he didn't went and learned all the information. Now here he is, I'm back in the community trying to tell people what's going on, and how it's a blessing. Here I'm sharing the information. Like, here's the information they taught me. Here, if we can apply it, we can win. Man, them jokers didn't
Right.
want to hear that. They wanted to sell that dope. That dope was going back. They wanted to do that, man. The ones who had it, that you looking at, then you had the ones who had straight up jobs, you really didn't fully understood that they had enough extra money to do it. They just a little more lucrative than the ones who had the fast money that really really invest in the rap music and everything and stuff. But yeah, man, I did that
Okay.
and then went into the army. Yeah, I did the army thing too. Yeah, that was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I tell you this, man. Hey, we sure appreciate you being out here just pioneering, man. The film, the film game, man. And putting Atlanta, what I'm saying, out there, and in the lights and everything, man. With what you're doing, man. Like you say, you grassroots started out years ago and everything, man. And you kind of, open up the doors, man, for a lot of people that's doing, the same thing, like I say now. And yeah, man, we just appreciate, everything that you put into this, man. So that's why we want to feature you, man, on this, this True Talent Tuesday, man. You part of Atlanta rap history too, man, because, like you say, you got footage on, you say Young Thug when he started out, and, Gucci, man, and, like I say, you had Four Trey and there's some history with him and Mojo and everything, man. So hey, just keep doing what you're doing, man. And like I said, we salute you over here, Atlanta Rap History, man, for sure, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
that,
And
man.
we
I
definitely,
appreciate
like I say again, appreciate you being on here, man. You know, you've been doing your thing for a minute, and we wanted to, like Magic Mars say, put you on the showcase and let the people see the skills and try to get in touch with you so they can try to get their skills up.
Yeah, most definitely. I appreciate that, man. I know I probably pretty much didn't touch on a lot of things how I wanted to touch up on it, but the main thing is I want the people to know that you're dealing with a brother with a little education up on his head. So when you come around me, understand that there's gonna be certain things and certain ways I rock, and I most definitely ain't gonna let nobody crash out. So I don't care if I'm gonna win some money or get a lot of money from it, whatever. Um, I'm just not gonna let you crash out. So you know.
Right, right. Well, most definitely, man. Like I say, teach people how to get that money, man, and keep getting it yourself. Cause you know what I mean. We got mouth to feed, man. If it ain't nothing but our own, you dig. So yeah, man. Like you say, I know we understand about the slow grind and everything, man. But they say persistence beat resistance, man. So that's why we out here doing our thing, man. Trying to keep it pushing too, man. So yeah, man. We want to you know, cross paths and cross thread, man. Where you kind of let people know about Atlanta right here. So we sure we let them know about grind media, man, because you've been out here doing your thing, man. So just keep pushing, bro. Don't stop.
Oh man, it's an honor for me to be on Atlanta rap history for real. Yeah, it's a real honor, man. I want to ask you, how can I get the footage so I can start sharing it and blasting it? Yeah,
Yes, sir. Well, we
It's
definitely
coming
gonna
to
let
you.
you know, man. And everybody, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share the content. That's one thing I don't never say. I always forget to say that. Share this. Share the content. Hit that share button, man. Share this to Facebook. Share this to Instagram. Share this content, man. Grind media, man. Magic Mar, let the people know where they can find you at, man.
Oh yeah, they can find me, every Tuesday, every Thursday, man. Between Atlanta rap history and True Talent Tuesdays, man. And of course they can catch me on Instagram, man. And that's Magic More, that's Magic with a K100. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's what I keep it. But yeah, man. But other than that, man, I'm right here, man. Right here with it. Right here with it.
Yes, sir, man. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram at Atlanta Rap History. Man, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you ain't got to call me and say, hey, man, what day the show come on? What time the show come on? Man, hit the notification bell. They go tell you what day it come on, what time it come on. Make sure y'all be looking out for, like you said, Atlanta Rap History, True Talent Tuesday, True Talent Thursday. Make sure you check your hit that notification for that Atlanta rap history, hip hop news every morning. Get your news and what's going on out there in the world, man. And like we always say about this time, man, peace up, A-Town down.
appreciate that, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, we out.